Hello, everyone. Welcome to TD Board Gamers. My name is Dave.
And I'm old man Dirk.
Yeah, definitely on the old man Logan. And this is our second villain review for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wave. So this is Batroc's,
Batroc.
and
Yeah.
we'll go over his stuff here in a minute.
All right, so whenever we're setting this one up, we're going to grab Batroc A if we're playing standard mode. We're going to grab B side if we're playing expert mode. So this is just a two-side one. But you're going to grab a standard encounter set. We've got another video that goes over the different standard encounter sets if you want to check that out. We show all the different ones that have come with the game officially, as well as the ones from the Con of Heroes. So you can see the variety there. And you're going to grab two modular encounter sets, and they suggest grabbing A.I.M Science and Batroc's Brigade. So those are the two we'll go over in this video. For setup, we're going to set aside each rescued captive ally, and we'll show those in a minute. And we're also going to put the alert level environment into play, and we're going to start on the low side, so low alert. And if we're in expert mode, we're going to place 2 threat per player on the alert level. But if we're just standard, we start without anything. All right.
All right. And then on side 1B, it starts with 6 threat per player, adds 1 threat per player per turn. It's got 12 threat per player threshold. Infiltrate A.I.M Island Embassy. So force interrupt. When the last threat is removed from this scheme, advance to stage 2A. The players win by advancing. If this stage, however, is completed, then the players lose the game. So this is kind of similar to like Kang, where stage 1's not the end, but if it completes, that's the end.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So then some of the part of setup
All
here.
right, so we've got the rescued captives, and there's 4 copies of these, and I believe they are, yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah.
So they're all civilians with 5 hit points. They fort for 1, they attack for 1. They do have a victory of -1, so if you're playing anything that accumulates points, like during campaign or something, that the points matter, then they are actually worth negative victory points. So you don't want to let these guys die if you can prevent it. But they do not count against your ally limit, and card abilities cannot remove this ally from play. And as a hero action, you can exhaust a rescued captive to remove 1 threat per player from the main scheme. So they can actually help you thwart the main scheme without taking the damage if you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that because
Yeah.
they could actually, especially in a higher player count, but it's only the main scheme that they don't get consequential damage. But
Correct.
it's pretty nice that you've got a reliable way of removing threat from the main scheme. All right. Then the other card we set up is the alert level. So this is an environment. It starts on the low side. If there's at least 4 threat per player here, remove all threat from here and then flip this card.
And remember, in expert mode, you're already flipped. No, in expert mode, you start with 2 threat per player, so you're halfway there.
Force response. After a character is defeated, except by consequential damage, place 1 threat here. And then a hero action, you could spend 1 resource of any type to remove 1 threat here. So yeah, you don't want to be chump blocking.
Yeah, or if you do, it's going to cost you a lot to keep the alert under control.
Right.
All right, and the high alert side, so this is what happens if it does flip, is Batroc is going to get +1 scheme and +1 attack, and if there's at least 4 threat per player here, the players lose the game. So yeah, it's going to build up fairly quick, and if you get up too high on this side, it's over with. But as a force response, it's still the same after character's defeated. You're going to place anything other than consequential. You're going to place a threat here, and again, you can spend a resource of any type the same way to remove 1.
Now it also says after a character has been defeated, so
Yeah.
that includes the villains, like minions as well.
Yes.
So you got to watch for that. All right. Then we got stage 2, which is locate missing persons. It's just flavor text on that side. But on side 2B, it starts with 3 threat per player, adds 1 threat per player per turn, 10 threat per player threshold, and force interrupt. When the last threat is removed from this scheme, put one set aside rescue captive ally into play exhausted under any player's control. The players may advance to stage 3A. If they do not advance, place 3 threat per player here, and the players win by advancing, but will need at least 1 rescue captive to survive. So when we start the game, the rescue captives are set aside, but then they show up after stage 2 here.
Yeah, and it's, obviously the more you can get, the better, but you also run the risk that if you do that, then you're, every time you do that, you're going to add threat, and it puts it that much closer because, again, if this one ever completes, you lose the game. So it just prolongs the chances of losing the game. All right, but 3A, whenever you find a dude, decide to go onto this one, then you're going to, whenever this is revealed, if the alert level's on low, you're going to deal each player face down a counter card.
If it's on the high side.
I mean, if it's on the high side, sorry. On the high side. Otherwise, you're going to remove all threat from there and flip it to the high side. And then you're going to add 2 threat per player to the alert level. So it's going to be halfway there.
In expert mode.
In expert mode. Yeah.
All right. Then side 3B, extract captives, starts with 12 threat per player, adds 1 threat per player per turn, threshold of 18 threat per player. When an enemy attacks, it attacks a rescue captive instead. If there's no threat here, the players win the game. If the stage is completed or there are no rescue captives alive in play, the players lose the game. So this turns into one of those, wipe out the scheme.
Yeah, I love these that have the alternate win condition of you're not defeating the villain. You've got to get through his scheme. That's how you win the game.
All right, now we're going to take a look at Batroc.
All right, so Batroc, side A. So this is what you're at if you're on standard mode. He is a Batroc's Brigade mercenary. He schemes for 1, he attacks for 2, and as a force response, after he attacks, you're going to place a threat on the alert level. So then, again, that's this whole thing is he's trying to finish that off. And as force response, whenever he would be defeated, you're going to reset his hit points to 8 instead, and then remove 6 threat from the main scheme. So that helps you defeat the main scheme if you can defeat him, and he starts out with 8 hit points. Now, you notice it's not 8 per player, it's just 8.
Yeah.
But you have to just keep defeating him.
Yeah, but he's basically got unlimited hit points effectively because you can't win by defeating him. So
right.
Stage B is, so this is for expert, 2 scheme, 2 attack, still a Batroc's Brigade, mercenary, force response. After he attacks, place 1 threat. That's still the same. And then when Batroc would be defeated, reset his hit points to 12, then remove 6 threat from the main scheme. So yeah, he comes to 12. So he's a little tough, more hit points and a +1 scheme. Yeah. More hit points and +1 scheme.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right, so moving on to the cards in his set. First one we've got here is the Heightened Reflexes attachment. This one you're going to attach it to Batroc, and it uses 4 leap counters. And as a force interrupt, whenever he would take any amount of damage, you're going to prevent 2 of that and remove 1 of the leap counters from here. And then if it comes out as a boost, you're going to attach it to him. So I'll get it anyways.
All right. Then we got 2 copies of Embassy Guard. 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points, aim, guard, vulnerable. So vulnerable is a new keyword that came in this set where you discard this character if it's stunned or confused. Now, discard is not defeated. And that's important for later on in this card. If the alert level is on the high side, this card gains surge. And then when defeated, place 1 threat on the alert level. So when you kill this guy, you're actually going to add 2 threat to the alert level because you add 1 because of this card, and then the alert level says when a character is defeated, add 1.
Yeah, so the whole thing is you're trying to, hopefully you've got, if you do it random like we do, then you've got ways to actually stun or confuse minions, because if not, then you're going to have to deal with all that extra threat.
Yeah.
But that's definitely the preference if you know it's coming.
All right.
All right, then we've got the Embassy Patrol. We've got 2 copies of this. It is an AIM minion with 3 hit points, schemes for 2, attacks for 1. It has Patrol. This one also has Vulnerable. And again, if the alert level is on high, this time it will gain Insight 1. And whenever it's defeated, you're going to place the threat on the alert level. So again, it's 2 threat.
And of course, the goal is to clear stage 3. So
yes.
Yeah, the Insight does not help. So we got Commandeer Security Office. It starts with 3 threat per player. When revealed, if the alert level is on the high side, you're going to place an acceleration token here. And when defeated, remove 1 threat from the alert level, 1 threat per player, and it's an acceleration token.
Okay. All right, then we've got 2 copies of the Leaping Kit. Whenever this treachery is revealed, or if you're an alter ego, Batroc is going to scheme. If you're in hero form, he's going to attack the ally with the most remaining hit points. The attack gains overkill, and if there were no allies in play, he attacks you instead. So yeah, this is the way he's going after the ally so that he can add threat to the alert level.
All right. Then the final card we have 4 copies of Security Cameras. When revealed, alter ego, remove 1 threat from the alert level. This card gains surge. When revealed hero, for each character you control, choose either to exhaust that character or place 1 threat on the alert level. 2 threat instead if the alert level is on high. So yeah, I guess they don't care about civilians walking around in the embassy, so the threat level goes down, which is kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit interesting the way it actually helps you out if you happen to be down, although most strategies try to keep you up as much as possible. So.
Yeah. But it's just, oh yeah, it's just some average Joe. Who
Yeah.
cares? We're looking for the guys in the spandex suits.
Yeah.
All right. So then there's two optional modules that they suggested. The first one is called AIM Science.
All right, so A.I.M science. So we've got the A.I.M scientist here. He is a schemes for 0. He attacks for 2. He's got 2 hit points. He has surge and the vulnerable keyword. And then while the engaged player is engaged with another minion, he cannot be attacked. So yeah, he doesn't scheme or attack, so that doesn't sound too bad. But then he sticks around with an accelerate token on him.
Okay. Then we got 3 copies of AIM Soldier, 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points. AIM Patrol. So patrol is you can't thwart the main scheme. When revealed, find AIM Scientist and put it into play. Engage with you. If it's already in play, it engages you. If AIM Scientist did not enter play this way, place 1 threat on the main scheme.
Yeah, so if it was already out.
If it's already out, or if you lock them up in
Prison.
what is that?
The raft.
The raft. Yeah. So like if you use the raft to get rid of the science. I'm channeling Dirk too much apparently.
Yeah, it's rubbing off. All right, and then the last one we've got in that encounter set or module is the Mad Science side scheme. So this one has 2 threat. It starts with 2 threat. It's got hinder 2 threat per player, and each AIM minion gets 1 acceleration icon, and that's in addition to the acceleration icon it already comes with.
Yeah.
Trying to finish that main scheme.
All right, and then the second modular set is called Batroc's Brigade. So these are his buddies. First we got his machete, 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points. Batroc's Brigade, mercenary, surge, vulnerable. Machete's attacks gain piercing, and when defeated, shuffle machete into the encounter deck.
Right. Then we've got Rapido. So Rapido has attacks for 3. He schemes for 1. He's got 4 hit points. His attacks gain ranged and deal indirect damage. And whenever he's revealed, he's going to deal 1 damage to each character you control. So he's going to come out and deal that damage immediately. And then as a boost, you're going to deal 1 damage to each character you control anyway. So yeah, that little that railgun of his or whatever, it hurts.
All right. Then we got someone who should be part of the Dreadnoks, but apparently not. Part of Batroc's Brigade. Zaran, 1 scheme, 1 attack, 5 hit points. He's part of the Brigade, mercenary. He gets +1 attack. No, he gets plus X attack, where X is the printed resource cost of the card tucked under him. When revealed, tuck a weapon upgrade you control under Zaran. Otherwise, tuck the top card of your deck under him.
And hopefully you're not going to get something like Maria, one of her helicarriers, one of the big helicarriers.
No, it's a weapon.
Oh, it is a weapon. No. If you don't have a weapon,
oh, yeah.
it's the top card. Hopefully it's not one of those 6-cost helicarriers or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So, all right, then we've got Batroc's Brigade. So this side scheme has 6 threat. Each minion gains toughness, and whenever it's revealed, you're going to give each enemy a toughness status card. So that includes the villain. And as a hero interrupt, whenever you reveal a non-elite minion, you can spend 3 resources of any type to cancel the effects of that minion and discard it. So it would, you can pay 3 to keep it from coming out. So depending on what kind of deck, you may or may not want that to happen.
All right, and the final card we have is Soldiers of Fortune. When revealed, choose. Spend 3 resources of any type, or find a mercenary minion and reveal it. If no minion enters play this way, this card gains Surge. And as a boost, you choose to either spend 1 resource of any type, or this card gains +3 boosts.
Yeah, so I am glad that they had that text there that if no minion enter play this way, the card gains Surge. That's attached to the option, so it doesn't happen if you choose the first option, because paying 3 is already bad enough.
All right. So yeah, so Batroc was interesting, kind of continues the villains without scalable hit points like we saw with like the Sinister Six and stuff. So, but his hit points are low, but kind of again, like the Sinister Six, defeating the villain is not the point. You could defeat him 1 billion times and you're not going to win. You actually have to remove all the threat from stage 3 main scheme. So it doesn't matter that his hit points are low. But every time you defeat him, though, you do get the reward of removing 6 threat from the main scheme. So that's pretty nice. So the aggression can actually help, aggression player can help win the scenario with the justice player. Because it's like, well, I need you to thwart. It's like, yeah, I thwart for 1.
Yeah, and I can actually see somebody like
I
Tiger or whatever might really like this, except for the fact that depending on which side scheme, if you got the one, yeah, you're holding everybody up, but then they've all got acceleration tokens on them because of the one side scheme out.
Yeah. But, so you just have to have a decent justice player.
Yep.
To offset it, apparently. All right, yeah. So, yeah, so this was the second scenario in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wave, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign. So that's pretty cool. So now we're at the embassy in Washington for A.I.M Island and trying to find. So the whole story is that one of a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, I forget her name off the top of my head, who's also happens to be an Inhuman, was abducted, and Maria and Nick are trying to find her. So they go to the embassy first. So, and then they found some people to rescue, but not the person they're looking for. So that might show up in another video, another video, but also another scenario. So, anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you'll get alerts whenever we post new videos. Yeah, that's what I meant. All right, see you.
All right. Apparently, Dirk got abducted as well.
I got hit too hard upside the head.
All right, catch you later.